There's always change. You know it. I know it. It seems sometimes in life we're handed lemons, so we just make lemonade. Hi, I'm Pam Myers. It's nice to be with you. I understand the purpose of this assignment is to introduce ourselves, so I'll get started. I'd like to cover with you my past accomplishments and also give you a glimpse into my future goals. We'll begin by covering the last 3 decades. Following high school, I decided to get out on my own and try to have my own place, but it was hard. It cost a lot more than I thought, and the office job I had didn't cover this need. So I decided to scrimp and save and go to night classes at a local community college. This enabled me to learn some additional skills in computers, at which point I was able to add this to my resume and try for a different job. So it all worked out. I moved up to becoming an administrative assistant for a manager, and next I was married. So by the age 30, I had a marriage and a young child. And at the next decade point, I challenged myself to learn importing and exporting. The company I was with had a department in this, and so I applied for the position, but knew once they hired me that I needed to try my best. And so I asked for a little additional help with some seminars at UNC Charlotte, and the company paid for that, and I was able to learn a great deal more in international documents, particularly United Customs practices. And so from that point on, I found that I had a great interest in learning and continual learning. And I challenged myself to improve at every point. And then I found that I could work for a different company that also needed some international trade help, but also had need for increasing their sales teams work. So I joined their sales force. And at that point, they were also looking for new business. Well, on the sides, I checked on federal contracting. I did a little looking on the internet when I had extra time at nights or weekends, and then brought back to their table at work the idea of getting into federal contracting. They allowed me to pursue it, and then I was able to land them several contracts. So I worked for them a short while longer, learning though that I might want to do this myself. And so I did start my own small business. And I've learned over this while, the last 8 years, that my communication style is one of which I really appreciate the input of the group members of my business. I need their ideas. I need to make them happy. I feel that my leadership style is a participative leadership because I appreciate their input. It helps me, and at the same time I do have to show my assertiveness to allow them to know the deadlines that I need and the work that we will require. I try to project. I try to give them all the information I can when I know it, first hear about it, and so we have that good open communication. So what I've learned is that I do have a strength in working with people. I do have a weakness though at sometimes saying yes when I should say no, and I'm trying to improve on that. I do have a passion to learn how I can work more for my community. And with this degree in liberal studies from UNCG that I'm now pursuing, I hope this will look good on a resume and enable me to land a position later in certain type of organization I want to work for that's a charitable organization. My aim is to do this within the next 2 years, and also my son may be taking over my small business at that same point. So there is a reason for my actions at this time. And also I know that I am able to improve my public speaking by learning more from this particular course. So the Communication in Contemporary Society course should help me a great deal towards my next future goal. And thank you so much. It's nice to talk with you, and I look forward to hearing from everyone else. Take care.